ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ ሶልቪንግ ሊኒየር ኢኒኳሊቲስ የሚለውን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። የሶሻል ሳይንስ ተማሪዎች የፍሬሽማን ማትማቲክስ ላይ ያሉትን ኤክሰርሳይሶች let's see together. 5x plus 8 times 20 minus x greater or equal 2 times x minus 5. ስለዚህ we distribute this multiplication over subtraction, if you have addition over addition and so on. This is equals to, it is 5x plus 8 times 20 means that is 160. Distribute this over subtraction. 8 times minus x, this is minus 8x is greater or equal 2 times x, that is 2x minus 2 times negative 5, that is negative 10. Now let's collect x's together and constant together. This is equals 5x minus 8x. Take this 2x on the left side, it becomes minus 2x is greater or equal negative 10. Take this 16 to the right side, it becomes negative 160. Now the value becomes, this is 5x minus 8x minus 2x means this is negative 5x is greater or equal negative 170. You know that if of such case, if ax is greater than something or b, in that case x is still greater or equals b over a. The other thing, if we have this is a is less than 0, this shows that x is less than or equals b over a. So when you come to here, negative 5x greater or equal negative 170 means divide both sides negative 5. Since the coefficient here is negative, divide this is negative 5. Now there is a sign change now. Negative 5 divided by negative 5, what remains? X. X is less than or equal 170 divided by 5 means we cancel negative by negative, it becomes 34. So the solution for this is x is less than or equal 34. Or if you want, we have to put it this on the case of intervals. This means negative infinity to 34, or if you want, x says that x is less than or equal 34. We can say if it is solution C. So whatever the case, we can solve linear inequalities in such forms. Let us see the next one. It says that 3 over x minus 2 greater than 4. What does apply? In this case, we collect constant and variables in one side. This means 3 over x minus 2 minus 4. Take this 4 on this side. It becomes negative 4 is greater than 0. After that, take the LCM of this denominator. This is x minus 2, this is 1. So, this is equal to 3 minus 4 into x minus 2 divided by, here is x minus 2, greater than 0. What does apply? This shows that, again, this is equivalent with 3 minus 4x, minus 4 times x, negative 4x, negative 4 times negative 2, it becomes 8, is over x minus 2 is greater than 0. Now 3 plus 8 is, that is 11, minus 4x is greater than 0 when it divided by x minus 2. That means 11 minus 4x over x minus 2 is greater than still, that is 0. We are familiar that a over b is greater than 0 when a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0 at the same time, or a is less than 0 at the same time, b is less than 0 with what? With a is different from 0 as well as b is different from 0. So you have to have cases. So to solve this problem, you have to consider these cases. What are the cases? The first case, this, if you consider both, that means 11 minus 4x is greater than 0. At the same time, x minus 2 is greater than 0. This is the first case. When you consider the second case, both are less than 0. That means 11 minus 4x is less than 0. At the same time, and here is x minus 2 is less than 0. This is the case that we apply, or we can apply sign chart. So this, we apply sign charts. In that case, you'll try to find what? Find the zeros of numerator and denominator. After that, apply sign chart. Find zeros of, this is 11 minus 4x and x minus 2, and then apply sign chart. For our purpose, let us apply sign chart to solve such problems. That means sign chart. The zeros are x 11 minus 4x is equals to 0 and x minus 2 is equals to 0. The 0 here is x is equals 11 over 4 as well as here is x is equals that is 2. Then apply sign chart. In this case the zeros here is 2 and 11 over 4. We put them in increasing order. Now this is 11 minus 4x. At 11 over 4 it is 0. At the left of it, it is what? Positive. It is positive. At the right it is negative. Let us consider second one. This is x minus 2. It is 0 at 2. At the left it is negative. At the right it is positive. Then finally it is quotient. We divide 11 minus 4x over x minus 2 እናካፍላለን division ስለሆነ or quotient. 11 minus 4x divided by here is x minus 2. Still we perform this quotient for the case of these signs. Let's say apply እናደርጋለን. That means positive divided by negative, it becomes negative. Here is positive divided by, here is 0, it is undefined. Positive divided by positive, it is positive. 0 divided by positive, it is 0. And negative divided by, here is positive, it is negative. Now, what we want to show? We want to find the value of x that satisfies this 11 minus 4x over x minus 2 is greater than 0. This shows the sign of our inequality. Negative means less than 0. Positive means it is greater than 0. So the sign, the value becomes what? Between these intervals. Therefore, the value of x that satisfies this condition becomes 2 is less than x is less than 11 over 4. This is the solution that we want to find. The value of x is this one. Or if you want to have to put it in interval, here is open interval 2 to 11 over 4. We can say this. Or if you want, you can say that x is element of real number. Say that 2 is less than x less than this is 11 over 4. We can say any that you want. ስለዚህ በፈለጋችሁት መንገድ በዚህ ማስቀመጥ ስላላችሁ this is also correct, this also correct, this also correct. You can use any way to express your solution. ሶሉሽናችንን በዛ አይነት መንገድ መግለጽ እንችላለን። ነገር ግን የብዙ ተማሪዎች ስህተት አይሩዋ በዛ አይነት መንገድ ሶልቭ አታረጉም ብዙ ጊዜ ማለት ነው ተማሪዎች but you make a mistake ተማሪዎች ፌል የሚያረጉበት ኬዝ ምንድነው? Here is 3 over x minus 2. You have to make this 4 over 1. You know that every number has a denominator 1. After that you have to crisscross this one. ይሄን crisscross ታደርጋላችሁ ብዙ ጊዜ which implies 3 over x minus 2 greater than 4 over 1. You have to make in such forms. ይሄን ካደረጋችሁ በኋላ you make this crisscross. This implies 3 times 1 3 greater than 4 times x minus 2. This shows that this is 3 is greater than 4x, distribute this over subtraction, minus 8. Then 3 plus 8 is greater than 4x. This is 11 greater than 4x. What the value of x? This shows that divide both sides by 4. 11 over 4 is greater than x. 11 over 4 greater than x is equivalent with this is x is less than 11 over 4 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። What does show? What the solution for this? ይሄ ማለት negative infinity to 11 over 4 ኢንተርቫሉ ይሄ ይሆናል ወይም any value which is less than 11 over 4 ማለት ነው። በዛ አይነት መንገድ ሶልቭ ስታደርጉ you make a mistake. It doesn't include all values which is less than 2 የሚሆነውን include አያደርግም including 2 also. ለምን ምንም እንኳን ዶሜን ሪስትሪክት ብታደርጉም እዚህ ጋር all real number except 2 ቢሆንም ነገር ግን they show that it considers values which is less than 2 ከሁለት የሚያንሱ ቫልዩዎችን ኮንሲደር ያደርጋል but it fails. Take to check this one. What does apply? This is 3 over 1 minus 2 is greater than 4. 3 over 1 minus 2 means negative 1 ይሆናል 3 divided by negative 1 that is negative 3 is less than 4. It fails. Yes, it is incorrect. So the value between 2 and 11 over 4 excluding what? 2 እና 11 over 4 ሳያካትት ያልነው በዛ አይነት መንገድ ነው ማለት። ስለዚህ in any way when we try to solve such problems set forms ካጋጠማችሁ it is better to collect in one side. ለምሳሌ a over b greater than something c forms ወይም ደግሞ less than something c less than or equal greater or equal such form ከሆነ it is better to express as forms minus c is greater than 0 form express ማድረግ የተሻለ ይሆናል ማለት። በዛ አይነት መንገድ ካልሆነ you make a mistake. This is the mistakes that most of the students did. The next one, find the solution set of this. in the set of natural number. You are familiar about the set of natural number. It consists 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is counting numbers. So let's try to solve this. This is x minus 4 times x plus 1 means this is minus 4x minus 4 is greater or equal negative 13 minus distribute this negative 4 this x in minus 2 it becomes negative x plus 2. Now collect like terms. X is together in one side, variable constant on the other side. This becomes x minus 4x. This is negative 3x. Taking this negative x to the left side, it becomes plus x. Is greater or equal negative 13 plus 2 plus 4 that is 6. What for? This is negative 3x plus x means negative 2x. Is greater or equal negative 7. Again we divide both sides by negative 2 since there is a sign change. ለምን የx coefficient negative 2 ስለሆነ እዚህ ጋር sign change ይኖርና. So divide both sides by negative 2. X is less than or equal 7 over. This is solution for our problem. But this is the value for x. We consider that n must be in the set of natural number. What does apply? This is 7 over 2 means it is 3.5. Then what the value for x? We ask a solution set for this one. The solution set becomes values of or elements of natural number which is less than or equal 3.5. What are they? 1 is less than or equal 3.5. This is 2 is less than and 3 also less than 3.5. So the solution set for this problem is 1, 2, 3. This is solution set that we have. በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ማሳየት እንችላለን። ምንም እንኳን እዚህ ያገኘነው value 3.5 that is rational number or parts of real number ቢሆንም we consider only natural numbers which are less than or equal 3.5 እንሰራለን ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ፣ ሼር፣ ላይክ ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። ሌሎች ጥያቄዎች በተመሳሳይ ይዤላችሁ እመጣለሁ። መልካም ጊዜ እንደሁላችሁ እመኛለሁ። ባይ ባይ።